Welcome back to the Dynasty League here at Toon Tracks Racing. For their first races of the season, we have Indiana Diecast Racing taking on Norm and Vern Racing. These two teams are looking to get out to a hot start to catch up to Dubious Diecast, who had an outstanding performance last week as he went 5-1 against Gravity Track Grand Prix. With the season being 18 races long for each team, each race is very important, as each win and point will be fought after and come at a premium. Both teams are already set, so let's head down to Toon Track Speedway and get a better look at the cars that will be racing in today's match in the Dynasty League. Indiana Diecast Racing will be driving the 1955 Chevy Bel Air Gasser. And for Norm and Vern Racing, they will be racing the Dodge Viper RT10. Both cars are ready at the starting gate. Let's race. The cars are revving their engines, ready to go. And there they go. The first match of the racing series is on the way. And the Viper RT10 already out to a significant lead. And he will grab win number 1 with an 8:97 time. And Norm and Vern Racing claims race 1 with a very respectable time. Coming down the initial straightaway, Norm and Vern Racing take the lead going around the first turn and never look back. Indiana Diecast Racing in a Chevy Bel Air looked like he might catch up to him going around the second curve, but Norm and Vern Racing did not allow that, and they grabbed their first victory of the season. The cars are already set, and they're back at the starting gate for race 2. And the cars will switch lanes, and there they go. Indiana Diecast Racing has the lead, but Norm and Vern Racing overtakes him. And he grabs the win with a 9:25 time. So Norm and Vern Racing already out to a hot start, grabbing the first 2 wins of the series. And Indiana Diecast Racing is already in the hole, and they will have to step it up to try to compete with Norm and Vern Racing in that Viper RT10. And what a solid run there by Norm and Vern Racing, securing the second win. With that 9:25 time, the Dodge Viper RT10 is looking tough to beat in this series. Cars are set and already ready for race 3. And they are off in the Viper RT10 once again. Seems to be in his usual position of first place as the Viper RT10 grabs win number 3 with a 9:12 time. Norm and Vern Racing seems to be going for the throat right away, jumping out to a quick 3-0 start in this series. And he is sending a message to Dubious Diecast and the GT40, which he will be taking on next week for next match. And if things keep going the way they are, that's going to be some match to watch. So a quick look here at last week's results and the upcoming schedule for the Dynasty League. Last week saw Dubious Diecast defeat Gravity Track Grand Prix 5-1. And match 2, coming next week, looks to be very promising, as this could be the match of the season already in this young league. So we are now set for race 4, and there they go, down the track. Indiana Diecast Racing has a slight lead, and once again, the Viper RT10 blows by him and grabs win number 4 with a 9:48 time. And the Bel Air Gasser seems to be suffering engine trouble as he limps across the finish line. And this is not looking good for Indiana Diecast Racing. The Bel Air Gasser looked fine going around the first turn, but right about there you see he seems to be suffering some engine trouble as the Viper RT10 takes full advantage of it and blows by him for the win. And this is very worrisome for Indiana Diecast Racing, as he's already down 4-0, and now with engine trouble on top of it. Let's hope he can fix it here in race 5. And the Viper RT10 is having a fun day here at the track as he gets his 5th win in a row with a 9:25 time. And unfortunately, Indiana Diecast Racing has come off the track with the front wheels, and this is definitely not looking good for the Bel Air Gasser. This has become a complete nightmare for Indiana Diecast Racing, and we really hope we can get that car back in gear and ready for race 6. And Norman Vern Racing, with one more win, can have the first ever complete sweep in the Dynasty League, with it only being a second match of the season. And he is now looking for a 6th consecutive win. Will he get it? The cars are ready for the last match of the series. And there they go. Indiana Diecast Racing has a slight lead, and once again, the Viper RT10 will walk away with a clean sweep, 6-0 over Indiana Diecast Racing. With a 9:44 time, Norman Vern Racing's victories swell up to 6, and this now puts him currently in first place after the first matchups are now completed. And the Viper RT10 is looking very good here, and he remains undefeated now at 6-0. And unfortunately, Indiana Diecast will have the reverse record of 0-6. So your final for today will be Norman Vern Racing with 6, Indiana Diecast Racing with 0. So let's take a look at their last 2 weeks' results here for the Dynasty League. Last week, Dubious Diecast defeated Gravity Track Grand Prix 5-1, and now Norman Vern Racing blanked Indiana Diecast Racing 6-0. So let's take a look at the current standings here for the Dynasty League, as Norman Vern Racing has now claimed first place with 6 points, followed by Dubious Diecast plus 5 points, Gravity Track Grand Prix with 1, and Indiana Diecast Racing will be looking for their first point in their next matchup. And Norman Vern Racing is leading the pack with 6 consecutive wins. That is the longest so far this season, followed by Dubious Diecast with 4. So as mentioned before, the upcoming schedule will see Norman Vern Racing taking on Dubious Diecast, a battle between first and second place teams, followed by Gravity Track Grand Prix and Indiana Diecast Racing. We hope you tune in and watch these matches and cheer on your favorite teams. We hope you enjoyed the Dynasty League here at Toon Tracks Racing, and hope to see you next week for the match of Norman Vern Racing taking on Dubious Diecast. Take care all, and see you on the track.